Our new case is a first for now. The brand new hero Dawnbreaker she was just alive. She just, no, wait, no, okay, she's been dead. 34 minutes of the game marked for feeding. Dead, so we can't see what's going on with her right now. I can tell you Magnus has an Orchid, a BKB, a Halberd, a Blink Dagger. I think he might be drinking. Look at everybody else. No, don't click on the Magnus. Why are you clicking on the Magnus? Everybody wants to click on Magnus while they're dead. Okay, Etherlands Force Staff. Can't see what Dawnbreaker has. Okay, the Wyvern has a Witchblade, a Falcon Blade, an Orchid. Oh, Dawnbreaker's back alive. Dawnbreaker has Battle Fury, Sinjin Yasha, Bracer, building a BKB, Phase Boots. Just hanging out beside the tier 3 tower top. Uh-oh. She's moving. Now sees the Storm Spirit. Wraith King blinks, stuns, Storm stuns, dies. And then, oh, we're going to mark you for feeding. That, again, I hate. Like, because that's not feeding. She was stunned the entire time. Of course, watching the Wyvern. They caught the bounty hunter. They couldn't. Okay, oh, they got just in time. I didn't think that was going to happen. I guess she bought back when she died that last time. Also, this is Unranked. And it's a normal game, pretty sure. Nobody's like super high level. I mean, Storm Spirit is, but 26, 36 minutes in the game. But there was, 25 on Magnus. I guess Magnus was mid, probably. So Magnus mid decided he was going to build as a Storm Spirit, and then he put a Halberd in too. Oh wait, Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker is farming bottom. Storm Spirit shows up. Pulls hexes, trying to get away. Scared. And gets out. What are you doing, Legion Commander? You can't show up like a minute late. Activate your BKB and your Blade Mail and then try to blink in. Yeah, Dawnbreaker's just trying to do something, it looks like. Oh, look at the scoreboard. Let's see. 3, 10, and 7. I mean, it's a brand new hero. You're going to have people pick the hero and play the hero who don't know what they're doing. I mean, also 7, 10, 17, 3, 10, 7, 7, 8, 8, 13, 7, 10, 6, 8, 16. Like, the rest of the team has a lot of assists, but not. It's also one of the few times that you can actually do fun builds without people all complaining. Because, oh, that's not the build on Dawnbreaker. Now, there's things that she could have done. Like, you have your ult, and I don't think she's used it once. It's a 100-second cooldown. It's not super long. It's less than 2 minutes. How long does it take after a short duration? After a short duration, I'm saying when they went on her there, could have tried to do Solar Guardian. Once channeled, Dawnbreaker cannot stop the ability. Can it be stunned out of? I don't believe it can. I mean, if you can't stop it, can they stop it? I mean, maybe it can be. Oh, Legion over here trying to deny the wards in base. Cool. I mean, but look at this game again. Like, I mean, I guess that's not maybe terrible, especially now that he's upgraded to Bloodthorn, but like, the Wyvern with the double blade and another Orchid on the team. I mean, the Bane's actually the only one with like a halfway normal, although he kind of went a little greedy maybe first before going. No. Okay, ulted. Oh, got silenced. I guess here we can see. Cast ult. Okay, so they can silence you out of it. Looks like, but it still goes on cooldown. Actually got out. That's kind of crazy. Goes back out and just gets murdered immediately. And, oh, that's a report. This is one of these guys being a jerk. Where like they're like, oh, I gotta blame somebody because we're gonna lose. Or how about you guys just suck too? How about that, huh? If you were that good, honestly, if you were that good, especially because I could look this up. I'm gonna bet we're probably all Crusaders or maybe some Archons. You're gonna get the most reports at that level because I looked it up a couple weeks ago, and it's like Archon 2 is the average MMR among like all players. 50% are at that level or below, and 50% are at that rank or above. So the average player is like Archon 2. So yeah, the average player is bad. But you know, they're going to be... These guys aren't that high MMR. So you know that they think they're above what they play at. You know, like every one of them is probably like, no, it's the team that holds me back. No, the team might be holding you back from gaining like 500 or 1,000 MMR, but the team's not holding you back from being divine. I mean, granted, you are not going to be able to learn how to get to divine, like, without playing with people who are better than you. You're not going to learn how to be better playing in low MMR games. But you're also not going to, like, be better because you're still playing in these games. Doesn't matter what hero you pick, you should be able to do something, right? So when you're blaming one hero because, oh, well, they died the most, and look, let me see who to report. 3, 12, and 8. Like, I'm 7, 12, and 18. I've got more kills, so I'm better. I mean, yeah, Dawnbreaker's going out and being maybe a little too aggressive, especially without an escape. Maybe if you had a Blink Dagger and you pushed the lane once and then backed out. But, when one person is dying and when they're like actually doing things, but Wraith King goes on stuns because he's got an Abyssal and a Swift Blink, and then Lion walks over and hits Finger, that's not them feeding. Feeding is them walking up and stopping in the lane, or them walking the whole way up here, stopping here at the tier 3 tower and getting hit to death. That's feeding. Feeding is not pushing out a lane and getting ganked because the rest of the team's in base hiding. It's bad play. As we said before, bad play doesn't send you to jail. bad play sends you to the next lower tier. This is unranked, so it really doesn't matter. You're not going to gain our lower tiers. Also doing this. This tells me it might be Wyvern who's doing the reports. No, don't you. You're going to leave base again. I mean, this is stupid, yes. This is bad play. You shouldn't be leaving base, because your only real hope at this point is to kind of... And they're going to be looking for you, and Storm's going to come out here. But the Dawnbreaker's trying to farm. And maybe with the Black King bar, now you can do something. Okay, now that's stupid. Because they've got vision there. And you've got vision of the bounty hunter. But like the rest of the team could be coming over here. See, that's the problem though. Dawnbreaker keeps using the ult like on her. Again, getting stunned and just hit to death. And the whole rest of the team is where? Oh, Legion's top, trying to push it out. Wyvern's bottom, just sitting in base. Magnus is over here, like they're all fighting different targets. Yes, this is dumb. Like pushing the lane when you're still fighting. But you don't get a guilty for that. That is not guilty behavior. This was, okay. We're going to play this out a little. I was just watching a stream, right? And one of the people in the stream is constantly going, this is griefing, because the position 4, supposedly Coddle, kept nuking the waves, but wouldn't wait until the creeps were low, was lowering the creeps down to just low enough that then the carry was able to deny every single creep. So the position 3, Sand King, supposedly position 3, says, I'm going to leave lane, go jungle, you can take over here. And there was one particular person in chat who I'm sure is the person sending all these stupid reports for feeding and griefing that we get, saying, this is griefing. Jungling is griefing. It's like, no, jungling is in the game. It's part of the game. It's always been part of the game. You have jungle characters specifically so that you could have a greedy 3 and a jungle 4. Not necessarily in that game, but, in other games. So leaving lane when the lane's not doing well, when you guys are losing the lane, is not griefing. This right here is not feeding. You guys need to learn what it actually means. Because sending these reports, especially when there are people griefing, and there are people feeding out there, and we're not going to see their games, they're not going to get marked guilty because there's probably not enough people to catch them all because you had to waste your reports. Stop it.